There is a reason why you see people dressed up as Satan. Full-on visuals of Satan, people dressed as Satan, dressed as a demon, got upside-down crosses all on their clothes or pentagrams on their clothes. People think that this stuff is just a game. No, there's a reason why the entertainment industry is doing that, y'all. They know good.
Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the Man Cave, back with another reaction. Hopefully this video goes out. I don't know what's going on. Dealing with the same problems we've been dealing with in the past. They started coming back. Hopefully I can get a video out. I had a nice video for you guys to come out on Saturday and on Sunday, but the videos were blocked. Couldn't put them out, right? I don't know why. Didn't tell me why. Put a review, still in the review. Hopefully today we get it going. I ain't gonna talk your guys' ears off. Enough with the chit chat. Let's get into the reaction.
Original Baphomet, the original Baphomet, I think we were talking to you about this earlier, wasn't an androgynous goat of Mendez pointing as above so below like that at all. But Eliphas Levi then created this goat to show what it would be to externally create a male and female in one body, to have an androgynous being that way. And I think I've talked about the Mona Lisa being sort of the same thing. It never made any sense to me why that particular picture or that particular painting was the most famous painting in the world. Why? Yes, why? It's not a fantastic painting.
Yeah, that's the mystery about why is it a mystery.
And then so you have Mona, and in Freemasonry they use the word Mona a lot because it's Ammon. It's an anagram for Ammon. And then Lisa, which would be in Italian, it would be El Isa, which is Isis. So it's like the union of Ammon-Ra and Isis into one body. That's what the Baphomet is. The goat that I was showing, that imagery that Eliphas Levi painted and created.
Ooh, I'd hate to be hiking and look up and see this thing coming at you. Ooh. Bad camera work.
Stand up. But this is a light bulb that is literally levitating. It's levitating. I'm putting a paper around it. So here's a UFO that's levitating right here. It's actually literally on a cushion of air. But look at this. Even the electricity is being transferred wirelessly. So this is floating. Okay, so you don't believe in UFOs, but I bought this on Amazon. So you have free energy. I mean, this is plugged in because it's magnets, but if you have like what I'm talking about with atomic energy, which is classified, if you have something stronger bond, you literally do this on a big scale. Things become weightless. And then all of a sudden the pyramids can be built with one finger. Because they don't weigh anything. The blocks don't weigh anything. And that's what when you talk about the fallen angels and you talk about all that happened, this is the kind of thing was happening right before the flood. So a lot of these structures were built before the flood with technology that we still don't have. We do have it today, but it's classified. It has to do with the end time scenarios.
Do you know why they started putting bells on cats?
To stop them from killing birds?
Pretty much, yeah. To stop them from hunting birds, because it's obviously a huge problem. And then the cats figured out how to avoid making the bell jingle. So what did they do?
Put bells on its feet?
Close. Added a second bell. The cats have never figured out how to get two bells to not ding.
I don't know how you figure out how to get one bell to not jingle.
We should ask the cats. They learn how to move that way. They already have the ability to do it. They just are like, oh, okay, I need to do this now.
It's like an animal that breaks its leg or something. You have to adapt in order to be able to hunt and survive. And the cats just do that. They've adapted to, oh, this noisy thing around my neck scares away all my prey, so they have to figure out a way around it.
Because the cats eventually learn how to not ring the bell, owners are encouraged to regularly change the bell or attach two bells. A cat cannot figure out how to do two bells.
The third thing that they do, if this cat's just a frickin' genius, they put a light on there and the light just boom.
Look at this. It's a fly.
There's a tribe in Mali, Africa, Western Africa, very remote region, that had never been visited by the outside world. And there was originally one, but eventually became two French anthropologists in the 1930s were fascinated by this tribe. They met them, but what they were so fascinated by was that the tribe had all these incredible stories of their heritage and their history that they wouldn't tell him. He wanted to know this incredible history because they had drawn in the sand like orbital tracks of stars and stuff, and things that they should not have known because the telescope hadn't been invented. They knew about the star Sirius A, but B and C. B hadn't even been discovered yet by radio telescope. Once B was discovered, they were like, wait, so the Dogon already knew about that before they even had telescopes. But they also say there's a star called Sirius C that we haven't even discovered yet. They knew incredible amounts of information, not just about the Sirius star system, but about our Earth, about...
Wow.
What the fuck? Why is it flying? Why? Hello? Keep recording. Okay, this is good. Is it good? Watch right there. It's flying low. What the fuck? I'm scared. It's flying up. It's flying up. The door's locked? Yeah. It's right there. That's the one still. What the heck? Oh my god.
See things like that in the middle of the desert.
Why? That was weird. I'm like, huh? Wait. Wait, that's the car. Oh my god, what is that? Oh.
It's gone.
Oh!
Oh,
what
shit.
the fuck? What the fuck?
Yo,
what the fuck?
What the fuck is
Babe!
that?
Babe!
I'm driving. I keep recording.
Wait, I can't get it. Oh no!
Whoa,
get it?
wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that was the first time watching that. Ooh, that was some crazy
Okay,
stuff.
something massive is happening in New York right now, and no one really knows what's going on. So just listen to this. Federal authorities and the FBI have just raided the homes of the New York Police Department's commissioner, as well as several other high-ranking officers. And it's not just the police. Other top New York officials have also had their homes raided too, including the first deputy mayor and the deputy mayor for public safety. Now, the authorities have declined to give a reason for these raids, but reports say that electronics and cell phones were seized. The New York's mayor, Eric Adams, wasn't raided, but he was issued with a subpoena, meaning that he's either being ordered to testify against someone or produce evidence for something. Now, well, no, something big is about to happen, and of course, when it does, I'll keep you guys updated.
It was in 1969 in Siberia. It was this coal mine, and they were down 230 feet, and this one guy hit the coal, a hole opened up, and it was a tunnel. So him and a couple guys went into this tunnel. What they found was this 8-foot-long white marble sarcophagus. Boss alerts the military and stuff like that. The coal miners were like, once the SSR dudes get down here, they're gonna take it, pop the lid. What they find in there is a perfectly preserved woman. She was wearing like a translucent dress covered in this pink liquid. The SSR gets there, and it was too heavy to lift. And so they're like, let's just drain it of the pink liquid.
Oh boy.
So they drained it, and instantly after they drained it, the woman started to decompose.
This was preserving her?
They brought it back. They did tests on it and stuff. Could not identify what the pink liquid was. Immediately after that, all the miners were fired. And then around the coal mine, they had armed military. In the 70s, news reporters were writing about this, and the KGB is like, stop talking about this. And they're in fact arrested.
For what then?
False information. And then it wasn't until the SSR dissolved that an article came out talking about this sarcophagus.
There's the push for diversity, which is great, right? But what happens now is when I see diversity, go.
You think, was that a hire?
It's forced.
It's forced.
Instead of when I'm a kid, I watched Aladdin and I didn't go, they're trying to make some stuff for the Middle Eastern people because we're bombing them all the time.
Exactly.
Right?
It's true. Another orange sky, y'all.
the scale just doesn't make sense. There's nothing else out here to like compare it to, you know? If this is a huge tower next to a ginormous rocket in the middle of nowhere with no buildings, no anything. So it's just so hard to put to scale what I mean, those grid fins are the size of a car.
Yeah.
And they're so far up there that nothing makes sense.
Yeah. It's a gigantic rocket. I mean, it's 5,000 tons at liftoff. It's the largest flying object ever made of any kind.
And you're trying to catch it.
Yeah. Catch it with Mechagodzilla arms. I was actually slightly inspired by Kong vs. Godzilla.
Yeah?
You know Mechagodzilla?
Yeah.
What happens when you get billions and billions of dollars? You can start going to space. You get all the answers. You don't gotta ask permission. You don't gotta ask NASA. Do I have your permission to launch this rocket to space? That's what M's to B's get you.
Let me introduce you to the people you are arguing with online. The Chinese phone farms. Now what you are seeing is just one example of the hundreds, if not thousands of these that exist all around the world today. Each farm has hundreds upon hundreds of smartphones, often with their screens and batteries removed, placed into racks and connected to a single computer. Each of these phones represents an individual user. One command from the computer, operated by the click farmer, can trigger hundreds of identical likes, follows, comments, and even star ratings. And now, with the introduction of artificial intelligence, they can generate intelligent, human-like interactions unique to a video's topic. I mean, we've all seen how smart Ashley has got nowadays. Look forward to seeing her comment on this video. But I mean, the question is, why do all of this? Well, it can range from simple things like making money. Click farmers often get paid for fake engagement. They receive 2 cents for 1,000 views on TikTok, 11 cents for 1,000 likes on Instagram, and even get payment for streams on Spotify. I mean, to put it into perspective, 6 years ago, 1/3 of all traffic generated online in China was thanks to these farms. But these farms can also go all the way up to a threat to democracy. Studies have confirmed that in 2016, Russian troll farms were found to have created thousands of fake social media accounts that pretended to be Americans supporting radical political groups, tried to influence others' opinions, and even tried to sway the election. Look forward to this year then.
Entertainment industry, it's about influence. There is a reason why you see people dressed up as Satan. Full-on visuals of Satan, people dressed as Satan, dressed as a demon, got upside-down crosses all on their clothes or pentagrams on their clothes. People think that this stuff is just a game. No, there's a reason why the entertainment industry is doing that, y'all. They know good and doggone well that God exists. They also know that Satan exists. They're just counting on the fact that y'all don't know that. But either way, the things that you take in, that they're feeding you, those things affect you, whether you realize it in the moment or not.
There are burial sites today where you've got rearranged skeletons of mammoths where, you know, their feet were embedded in mud and their leg bones were literally snapped off at the top and their hip bones are up around their skulls, and just the force it requires to snap an elephant femur would be tremendous. But there are also a number of caves where we've got, you know, megafaunal species, just cave bears and saber-toothed tigers and mammoths all jumbled together along with busted up wood and trees, as if a blast wave had just scoured the earth and smashed everything together. There is a lot of evidence for catastrophic end to some of these species.
Cats.
Hate them.
Do you know what a cat's eye looks like?
I don't want to know.
Like a slit or a vertical
soft diamond.
Do you know what other animals have eyes like that? Reptiles. Do you think lions and tigers have eyes like cats?
No.
They don't. But it's just interesting that cats, like, they come from the cat family.
Yeah, feline.
But they're the only mammal that have eyes like that. Lions don't, tigers don't, panthers don't. All the other cats have circle pupils.
Do they know why?
There's one guy was talking about maybe some weird genetic crossbreeding back in like the Egyptian days. What was weird, my mom told us this the other day, to keep gators off your land, you get an outdoor cat because gators are afraid of cat.
Really?
But also, cats hiss like snakes.
They do.
Yeah.
Dude, that's such a weird thing.
Were cats always around?
They have some kind of like, they're synonymous with like the occult. Don't you think that way?
When were cats like domesticated?
I don't think there were like chihuahuas running around.
No.
Like back in the day, just chilling.
But isn't that weird to think about? Like, how did we get from a wolf to a Shih Tzu?
Yeah. Oh shit, he's coming right at us, baby.
Crazy.
Well, Travis Kelce's team is saying that they're calling in lawyers over a leaked contract that claimed to reveal the exact date that his relationship with Taylor Swift would end. It appeared to have actually been legit. If you look at the paper, it's full scope PR revealing at length a strategy. It was multiple pages, by the way, a strategy of what they would say. Travis and Taylor have decided to part ways after careful consideration. They both value and respect each other's personal lives and appreciate your respect for privacy during this time. They are both committed to their careers and personal growth. They remain friends and wish each other the best. The paperwork also stated that the announcement would focus on Mr. Kelce's personal growth by framing the breakup as a natural part of life, and that it would also highlight his commitment to his career and his ongoing achievements in the sports industry. Allegedly, this was sitting on Emily's desk. They said that they have never had an Emily ever, which I don't believe. There's always an Emily at a PR agency. I sniff that out as a lie. There's no way that you have this massive PR agency and you've never had an Emily. Full Scope was representing Mr. Kelce. But the other thing, and this is why people are going, okay, there might be something here, is that Full Scope PR, at Full Scope PR, is Jack Kitosian, and Pia Malihi. And Mr. Kitosian has outwardly come out before. It's his firm, and he has said that he does set up relationships for publicity.
Celebrity publicist and author of the books Blind Item and Guilty Pleasure, Jack Kitosian can spot a bromance a mile away. In fact, he set up 2 of them himself. Jack, what are the clues we can keep an eye out for when trying to spot a bromance?
The main clue you would see is if, a certain high profile male is dating a female who was not high profile, and all of a sudden overnight they are the most talked about girl in Hollywood and everyone wants a piece of them. That is the biggest thing that, it's such a career boost for a female that, some females end up taking the deal because it just, like I said, overnight they become a household name.
When you say male celebrity, is this not something that happens the other way around?
No, of course it happens, but it's more common on the male side of it than the female side of it, to be honest with you.
Everything that you see in Hollywood is fake. You are watching a reality TV show. If it is revealed that this is in fact true, well, first off, it's going to deal a significant blow to Taylor Swift and her brand. But I also think that it will verify a lot of the things that we're saying about the evils of Hollywood. The monstrosity that Hollywood has become, and essentially just prove our point that the more that we abstain from these people, the more that we abstain from following the lives of these people or believing that anything that we're watching is real, the better it will be for our society.
This is so annoying, and so many females, right? Like, bow down to these relationships, bow down to these Kardashian, repost like a proposal, like, oh my God, goals, dreams, right? Taylor Swift's got the dream guy, right? And it's all for publicity, it's all for ratings, it's all for likes. I don't understand the mindset of people that believe that stuff, y'all. It's crazy.
The reason why you should never travel late night in the southern part of the United States. A group of bikers were going through these mountains when they were able to spot this creature. The creature was going side by side, alerting the bikers not to get any closer. Many people have claimed seeing skinwalkers through this little trail before, but the bikers decided to take this path anyways. Skinwalkers are extremely popular in the Navajo culture, and they can transform into different things like owls, wolves, and different creatures to travel late night. What a terrifying situation for these bikers.
The Oklahoma City bombing. So the morning of April 19th, 1995, it began like any other in Oklahoma City. People were going about their daily routines, and the Alfred Murray Federal Building, a concrete structure housing various government agencies, was bustling with activity. Little did anyone know that ordinary day was about to be shattered by an event so devastating that it would be forever etched in American lore. And the city name itself would be tied to this moment forever. At 9:02 a.m., massive explosion. The blast was so powerful it could be heard and felt over 4 miles away.
Holy shit. That's like a...
Windows shattered, cars were blown off the road, and the Murray building itself was partially reduced to rubble. 168 people, including, lost their lives.
Dude, that's fucked.
It was the deadliest terrorist attack on American soil up to that point.
I have to edit out that part, right? But a fun fact about that, he was actually originally wanting to do the Phoenix, Arizona Federal Building in downtown Phoenix. That was his original plot. I don't remember why he ended up going to Oklahoma City, but my dad was in the basement of that Phoenix Federal Building at 9:02 doing a delivery when that all happened. It's crazy.
There it goes.
We got a little clip
Oh, watch it. Watch the building.
of another one of these later.
There it goes.
Oh, they think that the Egyptians just found the pyramids and the Sphinx.
Well, for sure, this is what you can say for sure, because this gets people very upset. For sure.
Does it?
Yeah, this is because but I don't know why, but just you have to kind of like say a few things.
Okay.
One thing is that for sure the Egyptians made it because it was in Egypt.
Okay.
Like it's just different.
Yes,
different
sir.
era. I think what we're saying is they're people from a different era.
Yes, sir.
And so the amazing society that built the pyramids, whoever those people were, by the time this Younger Dryas impact thing happens, who knows what kind of civilization they had at that point.
Sure.
But they might have been far more advanced than us.
Sure.
Just in a different way.
Sure.
And for sure they knew how to move stone in a way we still don't understand.
Right.
We have no idea how the fuck they did that. No idea how they made 2,300,000 stones meet perfectly at the top and then covered in smooth limestone. It's fucking insane.
And channel energy.
Yeah, well,
and and vibrate inside of the pyramid to channel fucking energy.
Who knows what they were doing when they built that.
It's crazy. And I
just caught a ferry. A ferry landed on me.
Fairies are real?
Heck yeah, they are. Yeah, got a
I
ferry.
didn't know that.
While I was collecting eggs, a ferry landed on me. It's in my hand. Magical.
Mạnh quá mình. Lùi nhanh. Ôi dồi ôi. Ôi dồi.
fresh water?
2 hikers in Colorado were left speechless after discovering a terrifying 20-foot-tall figure clinging to the side of Long's Peak in the Rockies. Jesse Clausen and Camille Avarella didn't notice anything unusual during their hike on August 24, but weeks later, as they reviewed their photos, they were shocked. The eerie figure, which appeared to be scaling the crag, had human-like features, leaving them both creeped out. Clausen, a behavior analyst, described the discovery as bone-chilling. "We didn't take the picture because we saw it, we just thought the mountain range was pretty," she told DailyMail.com. It wasn't until they zoomed in on a plasma screen that they noticed the creature, prompting Avarella's dad to exclaim, "That thing is at least 20 feet tall." Though the duo admitted the figure could be a rock, its disturbingly human-like appearance sparked speculation in a local hiking group on Facebook. Clausen even suggested it could be an alien. The hikers, still spooked by the experience, have no plans to tackle the 15-hour trek again, but they're hoping someone else dares to face the mystery lurking on Long's Peak. The combination of suspense and intrigue is sure to grab attention online.
Listen up!
The ocean is rapidly heating up, hitting record-breaking levels. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, better known as NOAA, reported this week that ocean surface temperatures spiked in April and May to the highest levels recorded since the 1950s. This could have dangerous consequences for aquatic life, hurricane activity, and global
Mind you,
weather
yo,
patterns.
that news clip was from last year, you feel me? And remember I was telling y'all I had a really strange feeling that something was going on with the waters in the ocean and shit. Now look at this, what I found on your meme. Now if y'all been keeping up with my posts and all that before I got shadow banned and all that, y'all would know that I've been trying to tell y'all, like, it's been a lot of weird, mysterious creatures popping up. It's been a lot of things happening like this. Fish doing some weird spinny shit in the ocean and all that. I showed y'all multiple videos, yo, where the fishermen said that they haven't been catching that many fish and shit like that and all that. Y'all peep, right? The ocean is husky, bro, you feel me? And we all live on land, so it's only a few people that's out on the waters, like, out there. So we really don't know what the hell's going on out there, you feel me? Oh my God!
The subterranean realms. It's everywhere. The cave systems are everywhere. And when you find these really big mound, pyramidal, castle-like complexes, I guarantee you there is a subterranean element to it. But the Cahokia St. Louis complex, remember, they said that as they excavated all these mounds, not only on the St. Louis side, but also in Indiana, that they were all connected underground. And that as they got deeper, they'd keep breaking into these caverns and that they connected with the mountains. Imagine how much of that castle was buried, like the rock wall in Texas that we've talked about, or the Great Wall in Mississippi. They go 60 feet or more, and they don't find the bottom of these walls. Again, the idea of who came before the Native Americans, or quote, the Aborigines of America. You ask them, especially a lot of these books written in the 1800s again, they tell you that there was a very advanced civilization that was all but completely destroyed or wiped from the map, and that the remnants of this civilization were giants, and that there were good giants and that there were evil giants, and the evil giants, the red-headed cannibal giants, they fought with and slowly destroyed.
This is the technique of catching durian in Thailand, which is done only by professionals, because if people like us do it, then there can be injuries. You know that durian trees are very high, on which a farmer first climbs. Then he taps each fruit with the back of the knife to find out whether that fruit is ripe or not, and whatever fruit he finds ripe, he cuts it with a knife and drops it down, where men and women catch it using burlap sacks.
Does anyone have any idea what's flying over Wichita right now? I just was on a walk and I saw these out to the west, and I thought they were birds or balloons at first, but they're moving in a perfectly straight line with no flapping or anything like that, so not a clue what they could be. They're flying very smoothly though.
A lot of crazy things going on in our skies. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. It's a long day of work right here. This is a Monday. It's got to be a Monday.
Oh my goodness gracious, bro.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nothing you can do.
This is a house-sized orangutan caught on camera. I don't even know how this exists. This is insane. If you zoom in, this thing is not AI. It's an actual orangutan, and it is huge. There's no way them things get that big. Look at it compared to that house.
Jeez.
There's no freaking way. This thing is ginormous.
Can you imagine walking through the jungle with a machete clearing things and then boom, you walk into that 15-foot orangutan?
Is this the missing link that scientists have been looking for? I mean, look at how gargantuan that thing is. My best guess is, I don't know actually, because there is no answer to what we are seeing on our screen. Now, I know freaks of nature exist, but I've never seen anything quite like this. If you have an answer, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. As always, stay weird.
Shortly before midnight last Friday night, officers Kenny Graham and Kenny Downs were aboard this Jefferson County police helicopter. They were flying over the site of a suspected break-in near Sanford Avenue and Butyl Bank Road when they encountered something very strange.
It appeared to be some type of egg, a pear-shaped object with a glow inside.
The officers were flying a Jefferson County police helicopter at the scene of a suspected break-in near Butyl Bank Road when they saw that egg, pear-shaped object.
Tic-tac.
When the light at that time appeared on it, it just started floating towards the helicopter.
The UFO, about the size of a basketball, began making loops while the officers did their best to keep them within sight, but not too close, as both chopper and whatever traveled at around 100 miles an hour.
I know it was traveling at speeds I'd never seen before.
And suddenly, the UFO turned on its pursuer.
It shot 3 fireballs out, and just the lights went out, and it come at us, and he turned the helicopter, and it was gone.
The officers still don't know what it was they saw or what happened to it, but today GE employee Dwayne Hitchler was called in to fill a mysterious hole near where the encounter took place.
There was no apparent reason for it to be there, you know.
Dwayne says the mysterious hole was just about the size of a basketball, just like the UFO.
I believe that it was maybe an egg or something that was in the ground that hatched, you know, and just came up out of the ground and took off.
Once they returned to base, officers Graham and Downs made a full report to their commanding officer.
There's no doubt in my mind that there was an object out there. What it is, I don't know.
The lieutenant and his men say they simply don't know exactly what it was they encountered, but they remain largely skeptical of the existence of unidentified flying objects.
I believe in this earth and people, and anything is possible. That's all I can say.
The Air Unit's commander also said today that he is certain there is a very logical explanation for all of this. They just don't know what it is right now. At the Jefferson County Government Center, Michael Gargiulo, Channel 32 News.
From California to Florida, we're getting warnings about extreme weather that's going to be hitting this week. And this is coming out today, September the 9th, 2024. And there are mass evacuations that are currently taking place. Now, I'm going to be covering all of the latest for you. Like I said, all across the United States, what is going to be hitting this week. And all of these articles are going to be referenced and linked down in the description below. So no matter where you are in the U.S., you can get the latest updates. Now, first, let's go ahead and start off with this one coming out today that says evacuations, school closures, and lightning strikes in California as the line fire grows. More than 20,000 acres, more than 36,300 structures are under the threat from an uncontrolled blaze, CAL FIRE has said, as we're hearing that California is on fire. In addition to that, here's another one. Northern California, forward progress stopped on Lake County wildfire that blew up in populated areas. We're hearing that Southern and Northern California currently are on fire. And also down in the Gulf Coast, if you are here in the South, along with me in Houston, Texas, we're hearing Tropical Storm Francine is forecasted to strengthen into a hurricane aiming for the U.S. Gulf Coast. A hurricane watch is in effect for almost the entire Louisiana coast from Cameron to Grand Isle, and they're saying that there are winds up to 60 miles per hour already. Some reports saying 50. I'm going to be sharing with you the latest as they are saying it's going to be approaching this week. So wildfires, evacuations, hurricanes.
China put out this video of this military dog. Have you seen this thing?
The swarms.
Isn't that crazy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I look at that military dog and I'm like, dude, they put a machine gun on the back of the military dog, and it's got the AI vision. It can run autonomously. It can run disconnected from the network, so it can run on its own, compute at the edge. It's got its own computer on it. And you could see China making 10 million, 100 million of these, and then they just go out in the field, and their job is just to wipe out people.
It's coming. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, right? They showed us. Man versus machine.
Kurt is basically assaulted and forced heroin. He is now rendered unconscious in front of people. He is then taken to the greenhouse, carried to the greenhouse. Is he alive at this point? I don't know.
Cobain.
He's slumped or kind of fireman carried, you know, arm in arm. He's kind of, let's say, like carried off an NFL field. He's carried out. And about 30 to 40 minutes later, after that, these people stay in the house. The killers of Kurt Cobain are Dylan Carlson and Daniel Clint Rich. They call him Danny Rich. Everyone knows who Dylan is. No one's ever heard the name Daniel Clint Rich. Now you have. The accessories, or if you want to call them witnesses, I call them accessories. Michael Callie DeWitt, Renee Navarrete, Jessica Hopper, Jennifer Adamson, and Bonnie Dillard. These people have been caught talking about it before. And even though we say, oh, that's hearsay, someone said this. I'm not a judge. I'm not the cops. I'm a storyteller. I solve murders. I kill killers. That's what I do. Those people never spoke. They covered up this murder, and it's shameful. As for the killers, for Dylan and Danny, they have to reckon with themselves and with God eventually.
I think it's like kind of odd that like a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun, because I see what's going on in these streets, and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits, and I'm getting out here every day and I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits or something. Like, I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into, they flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from this. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me tonight, FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants, because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Like,
that's crazy.
Y'all get the Highway State Patrol down here every week, and then y'all get like a task force for the Highway State Patrol, and they look for guns and they look for dope and this and that and the fourth. That same people that y'all got riding up and down Limestone doing U-turns, pulling people over for blinkers and pulling people over for like going left to center and like a couple miles over, like y'all can take them same people, the Highway State Patrol, and you can take them in every single one of their silver Chargers and Dodge Durangos, and y'all can take them to Sunset, and y'all can park them right over there, and y'all can teach people how to drive, since the Highway State Patrol knows so much about traffic laws and know what to do in traffic. They need to, y'all pay them, they can go over there and teach these Haitians how to drive, because it's getting bro, I'm getting thousands of views on these, and it's going to get bigger, and it's only going to get worse. And y'all sitting up there in these chairs, all y'all need to get out here and do something. Y'all making hundreds of $1,000s. Y'all need to put on a t-shirt and some Crocs, and then y'all need to come out here in these streets, and y'all need to go out here and I'm out here before the police is. Like, y'all need to do something, bro. Y'all really got to stand on business. Y'all getting paid all this money just to wear a suit and sit in a chair. I think it's crazy, bro. We got to do something, bro. It's kids out here getting hurt. Like, only reason I even went on here and said something about it is because somebody told me they walking from the school and a Haitian almost ran into them. And who is getting paid? Like, how much money is y'all really getting paid, like, to bring them over here? Like, I know it's deeper than them. I know that's where they come from, and that's what they do. That's their country. I don't know what they got going on over there, but they can't do that over here. And if y'all just getting paid from it and then y'all ain't doing nothing about it, I think that's super weird, bro. Y'all got to stand on business. Y'all got to really, like, step up. Like, it's lame, bro. Like, for real.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
What's the meaning behind all this? Everyone's saying voting, right? What's the real meaning? I think it's deeper than the votes. I know damn well they don't care about those people that they're bringing over here. It's got to be money, right? They're writing off, I don't know, all that money they're giving them. Like, what's the meaning? Why? They're not that desperate for votes, I don't think. Are they? What do you guys think? What do you think the true meaning is? Is it just as simple as votes? Is it that simple, or is it something deeper? Because it's not only happening in America, it's happening all over the world, right? All over Western civilization. Identical to me.
What are they feeding us? Scientists just did a study, and ingredients found in Doritos turned a mouse's skin transparent. Apparently the ingredient was yellow 5. Remind me to never eat anything yellow or Doritos. After doing more research, it turns out that yellow 5 isn't even the worst food dye. Red 40 contains benzene, a known cancer-causing substance. And in Europe, they require products that contain red 40 and yellow 5 to put a caution label on them. We're better than the UK, bro. They drink tea. Why do we let that slide and even they're not letting it slide? That's crazy. How is the FDA approving this? There's also Blue 1, which causes allergic reactions, including skin rashes, hives, nasal congestion. And while rare, I don't care if it's rare, I care about the fact that it can happen. Blue 1 can cause discoloration of skin, urine, and feces. Hey, I'ma stay far away from Doritos and any sort of food dye. I'm not trying to ingest just straight cancer, but y'all stay safe out there.
All right, family, there you have today's reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you made it this far, leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, y'all. I appreciate you guys. We're trying to get it building, y'all. Right when we start getting momentum, boom, they hit us with those blocks. Don't let me put no content out. It's very annoying, but we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep pushing because I know I'm gonna get over this hump. And when we get over the hump, CaveFam, it gets worse before it gets better, right? They're holding us down. We're gonna break through. Promise you guys. But anyways, y'all, this is Segovia. I'm signing out of the Man Cave. Hope everyone out there is having a good week and has a great week. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Later.